Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Luke and here on this channel I talk about fragrances. In today's video I have a perfume haul for you. These fragrances were sent to me by my lovely subscriber and friend Anna. So Anna, thank you so much for sending these over. I have 3 full bottles and a bunch of decants. All of these fragrances are vintage and I have some new favourites, so let's go through them. So let's start with the first one. Let's start with the big guns. And the first one is Ciara from Revlon. Ciara is an affordable drugstore fragrance from the 70s. It's an oriental, it's a balsamic scent. It's an old school, vintage, dusty, powdery, oriental. You have amber, myrrh, or oponax. It has some citruses in the top. I can't really smell them. All I get is this sweet, resinous, balsamic dry down, a hint of raspberry in the opening, but this is by no means a fruity fragrance. This is a true oriental. You have to like vintage, old school, classic fragrances, orientals, dusty, dry fragrances. This is a very, very strong scent. It packs a punch. And the reason why Anna gave this one to me is that she doesn't really like it. She tried to make it work. It didn't work for her. Well, it does work for me. I really love it. As soon as I first sprayed it, it reminded me of 2 fragrances actually. Lulu from Cacharel and Chantilly from Dana. I love all these fragrances and this one is a new favourite of mine. This is the Eau de Parfum 100% strength. I'll definitely be doing a full review on my channel because I've been wearing this for 2 days straight. I absolutely love this. It's very affordable. You can get this for $8 to $12 euros, pounds. It's super affordable. So if you like powdery, resinous fragrances, check this one out. The next full bottle that I received is Cassandra from the house of Jeanne. And this is a nice Chanel No. 5 type fragrance. This is an aldehydic floral. It does smell like Chanel No. 5, but it also doesn't. I used to have Chanel No. 5. I don't have it anymore. I still want the Parfum version, not the Eau de Parfum. I don't really like the Eau de Parfum, to be honest. Well, I like it, but it's not really for me. But this one, Cassandra, this is so nice and inoffensive. You can wear this as your lounging around the house scent, as your everyday fragrance. You can wear it to bed. It's a nice, inoffensive, Chanel-esque fragrance. Nothing to write home about, but I'm really happy Anna sent this one to me because I'll definitely use it. There's nothing I don't like about it. I don't love it, but there's nothing I don't like about it. It's nice, it's pleasant, it's wearable. The next fragrance that she sent me is a full bottle of diamonds and emeralds from Elizabeth Taylor. And actually, I have a full bottle already because I love this one. And Anna sent it to me because she didn't love it, but I do. So now I have 2 bottles. I absolutely adore this fragrance. This is a peach, tuberose, gardenia, sweet 90s floral, very voluptuous, very sensual, but also very affordable. You can get this for around 10 to 15 euros, pounds, dollars. So if you're looking for a 90s style peachy tuberose fragrance, this one is the one to check out. There's other peachy tuberoses, but this one is the best affordable peachy tuberose because it does smell sophisticated and elegant and it performs. It really packs a punch. I only need about 5 sprays of this one. Some people spray more, some people spray less, but you know me, I like to spray anywhere from 5 to 15 sprays, depending on the fragrance. She also sent 2 minis. The first one is Ysatis from Givenchy. This is my absolute favourite, so I was really happy to receive this one. I absolutely love Ysatis, and I believe this is the real Parfum version, not the Eau de Parfum that I have. This is the Parfum, the Extrait de Parfum, and this is super potent. You only need like 2 or maybe 3 drops of this. It's so strong. I can smell it without even opening the bottle. The smell is the same as the Eau de Toilette, so it doesn't smell different from the Eau de Toilette, but it is richer, warmer, and it's even more beautiful. And I don't know, maybe that's just my impression, and I'm biased just because I love it so much, but this particular version of the Parfum is absolutely gorgeous. So if you're looking for vintage Ysatis, any version you get is glorious. Just maybe avoid the newest one. Next up, we have a mini of the original Moschino from Moschino. This is just called Moschino for women, and this is from 1987. It's classified as an Oriental. I wouldn't say it's an Oriental. It's more of a spicy floral. Yes, but it also has an ambery base. It reminds me of Obsession a bit. It's a nice one. I have to give it to my mum. I really want her to try it because on Fragrantica it gets compared to Crazy Cretia from the House of Cretia, which used to be one of her signatures back in the 90s. So if this smells very similar to Cretia, I'll definitely give it to her. But, we'll see. Moving on, I've got a bunch of decants. I did try all of them. I didn't try all of them on my skin, but I did sniff all of them. And there's so many good ones. I'm so glad I got to experience these vintage fragrances, and these are huge decants. The first one is called Joop or Joop, and this is just the original from the 80s. This is a soapy, animalic floral fragrance. It's also woody, but to my nose, this is predominantly soapy and floral. It's your typical 80s scent. It reminds me of a fragrance called Jeanne. It has aldehydes, jasmine, sandalwood, civet. It's definitely an acquired taste. Even though it's animalic, woody, and even slightly spicy, it has a very pronounced soapy aldehydic accord. And it doesn't smell like Chanel No. 5. It just smells like a soapy, animalic 80s fragrance. That's the best I can describe it. I'll keep playing around with it. And I'll see, maybe I'll get a full bottle, maybe I won't. Who knows? The next fragrance is called Maroussia or Maroussia, and this is from a Russian house. I don't remember the name of the house, but I'll definitely put it on the screen. And this is very much a 90s scent. On first spray, it reminds me of Diamonds and Emeralds. It's a sweet floriental with carnation, ylang-ylang, tuberose, and some amber in the base, and you also get a bit of fruitiness in the opening. It's just your typical 90s style concoction. You get a little bit of everything: sweetness, woods, amber, florals, fruits. I really like it. I also want to say that it does turn quite animalic in the base. Anna really likes animalic fragrances. I do too, but sometimes I struggle with them. I have Paloma Picasso, from Paloma Picasso, just the original. I have that one, but it's just a bit too animalic for me. It wasn't when I got it, but now I can't really wear it, so I put it aside. I might pull it out again. But Maroussia or Maroussia, let me know how it's pronounced in the comments if you know, is definitely a very nice scent. And I have to say, I enjoy the opening more than the dry down. But I'll need to test it again and see how it wears on my skin because I only did one test spray. The next fragrance is a dupe of the original Gucci Eau de Parfum from 2002. And I really, really, really wanted to try this one. This is a classic. It's been discontinued. It's impossible to find. If you want to get it, you're going to have to pay 300 or 400 euros on eBay. So I don't like paying that much money for a vintage fragrance. You know me. So this is a dupe from a dupe house called Divain or Divain from Spain. And Anna really loves this house and she has a bunch of fragrances from Divain. But this one, this is such a unique scent. I've never smelled anything like it. It opens sweet and vanillic, yes, but it's extremely unique. It has caraway seeds, incense, vanilla. I definitely get a lot of incense in the dry down. This is a one-of-a-kind fragrance. I've never smelled anything like it, but I don't think I'll go out and buy a vintage bottle. So I'll just keep testing this one. The next fragrance is the original Femme from the House of Rochas. This was released back in the 1940s. It's a classic. I tried this one years ago, and I'm so glad I got to try it again. This is a sweet, plummy and peachy, rich, spicy oriental fragrance. It opens very peachy, but it has the richness of a true spicy oriental like opium. It's incredibly heavy. I was really looking forward to testing this one, and I have to say it didn't disappoint. This is the perfect balance between the sweet fruity notes and a classic oriental base. It's not too sweet and it's not too dry. I'm not the biggest fan of caraway or cumin seeds in my fragrances, and that's the only reason why I haven't bought this one yet. But now that I have a huge decant, I can just use the decant, and I have to say I don't detect any cumin in this fragrance at all, and that's good news for me. Then I have 4 more decants, and let's talk about these 2 first. I won't really talk about Cabotin because I already have Cabotin. I'm not sure if Anna knew that I owned a bottle, but I do. And I really like Cabotin, but I won't talk about Cabotin in this video. I think I talked about it in my collection video, which, by the way, you can watch. I'll link it on the screen and down below. The next one is Boucheron, the original Boucheron from Boucheron. Don't you just love saying that? I know I do. And this is a strong 80s style white floral tuberose fragrance. It's sweet, it's animalic, it's absolutely gorgeous. It really packs a punch, and it's such a complex fragrance. It's a typical 80s concoction. If you like fragrances like Lulu, Poison, Georgia or Beverly Hills, you'll really love this one too, because it's not that different really. Do I really need 10 different tuberose fragrances from the same time period? No, I don't. But this one is stunning. It's one of those everything but the kitchen sink florals. It has 20 plus notes. It's complex, but it's predominantly a floral, a white floral, and tuberose is the strongest note in this fragrance. And even though it's not listed, this fragrance to me smells of marigolds. I can really smell the marigold in this fragrance for some reason. Okay, let's move on to the next 2 decants. The first one is a dupe for Valaya or Valaya from Parfum de Marly. This is a new release, and I have to say I like it, but I don't think it's anything special. It has aldehydes, but it smells really modern. It smells like a typical musky white floral. I'll definitely need to test this one on my skin. The other one is also a dupe, but this one is a dupe for Athalia, also from Parfum de Marly. And this one I do really love. This is a powdery iris fragrance. It has some violet, some iris. It's ever so slightly animalic. It's very powdery. It's just your typical iris fragrance. I really like it, but my favourite iris scent of all time is Dior Homme Intense. Moving on, we've got 5 more samples, also from Divain, the dupe house from Spain. The first one is from Tom Ford. I almost pronounced it the French way. I keep doing that all the time. So this is a clean violet scent. It's powdery, floral, a bit fresh. It's nice, inoffensive. It has a vintage vibe. It's a bit musky, a bit woody. I don't think it's for me, but it's really nice. I already have April Violets from the House of Yardley, so I don't really need this one. They both have a similar vibe. The next one is Velvet Orchid, also from Tom Ford, and this is an opulent, sweet, floral, sexy fragrance, very in your face, and just like its sister, Black Orchid, very polarizing. Orchid is a fantasy accord, but I really like this fragrance. I'll consider getting a full bottle if I can find it for a good price. I'm not paying 200, 300 for Tom Ford fragrances, are just ridiculously expensive in my opinion, but this is actually really, really nice considering it's a dupe. Then we also have a dupe of Portrait of a Lady from Frederic Malle. And this is just a quintessential rose fragrance. It's a spicy oriental rose. And to my nose, it smells almost exactly the same as Chopard Love. So Love from Chopard, which is 10 times cheaper. And to be honest, I'm not really interested in a full bottle of Portrait of a Lady, even though it's an iconic fragrance. Last but not least, we have another dupe, and this is a dupe of Rouge Malachite from Armani. This is a beautiful, heady white floral. It smells a lot like Alien, I have to say. So I would say it's a cross between Alien and Rouge Malachite. And Rouge Malachite, that is quite similar to Alien, but not the same. But I really like this type of scent profile. To me, this is just a beautiful, voluptuous tuberose fragrance. It's sweet. It has a spicy kick to it. It's lovely. I'll definitely test this on my skin, and it may well be full bottle worthy. You never know. So these are all the fragrances that were sent to me by Anna. Thank you so much, Anna, for sending these over to me. I really enjoyed testing them, and I have some new favourites. And if I had to pick my favourite fragrance from all of these that you sent me, it would definitely be Ciara from Revlon. Yes, I love it. I'm wearing it today. So thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment down below. I love interacting with you. I'll see you in one of my next videos. Have a nice weekend. Bye.